My job is to protect her from the scary stuff she can't see.
Not the character, the mechanism. A system boots up, starts running, and does not know how to stop. 6 minutes into a different film, 20 years earlier, Marlin holds a cracked egg in his fins.
I promise I will never let anything happen to you.
The egg cannot hear him. Nemo has not hatched yet. But the loop starts here, before the movie does, before there is even a Nemo to protect. The brain does not wait for a reason. It already knows what it is protecting against. Different films, one running every possible future that has not happened yet, one replaying 45 seconds from 20 years ago. The loop does not care which way it points. Anxiety arrives in Riley's mind already working. She does not pause, she scans. There is a moment early in Inside Out 2 where anxiety has mind workers drawing every possible negative outcome for Riley. Dozens of scenarios. Malice has nothing to do with it. She is being thorough. That is what makes it harder to name. The loop looks like diligence from the inside, like someone doing their job carefully and well. Kelsey Mann described anxiety as loving Riley just as much as Joy does. Two people who both want the same thing for the same child, arguing about how to get there. The villain framing misses the whole thing. This is a mechanism. Anxiety's catastrophic future loop does not require a cause. There is no inciting event, no barracuda. She generates threat from possibility alone. Unresolved futures run like open files, processed continuously, treated as emergencies because leaving them unresolved is something the system cannot tolerate. There is a name for what this is: the default mode network, the part of the brain that activates when nothing demands attention. In some people, it does not idle cleanly. It syncs with the regions that handle self-focus and negative emotion, and then it loops. The brain is not solving anything. It is recalculating a route it already tried. The GPS is broken. It does not know that. When anxiety's loop runs Riley into her panic attack on the ice, Joy finds her at the center of it, frozen, shaking, in the eye of a storm she created.
Joy, I'm sorry. I was just trying to protect her.
The loop apologizes. It never intended harm. It was always protection that ran past the point where protection could work. The loop Marlin is running has an origin. That is the difference. A specific night, a barracuda, a grotto, and then the stillness where 400 eggs used to be. One survived. Marlin picks it up. He names it Nemo, the name Coral had chosen.
Okay, we're done.
I like Nemo.
Nemo?
He makes a promise to someone who cannot hear it. The loop begins before Nemo has a face, before there is a relationship to protect. The promise is made to the absence, addressed to what he cannot lose again. The prediction error, a brain mechanism, not a choice, the mismatch between what was expected and what happened, registers as unresolved. The brain flags unresolved mismatches as still active. It replays them, not as punishment, as protocol. The system believes that if it reviews the event again, something will close, the loop will end. It does not end. It runs 20 years forward into a clownfish who cannot let Nemo cross the open water, who calculates danger in every current, standing at the drop-off with the specific dread of someone who already knows what the ocean can take.
Well, you can't never let anything happen to him. Then nothing would ever happen to him.
Marlin knows she is right. He tells her that he promised he would never let anything happen to Nemo. Says it like the promise is still the problem. The promise ended. The loop is what stayed. Lord Shen's loop has a prophecy at its center. The soothsayer in smoke.
A peacock is defeated by a warrior of black and white. Nothing has changed.
That's impossible, and you know it.
It is not impossible, and he knows it.
He heard it once. He spent 30 years running it. The loop said, a black and white warrior will defeat you. Eliminate the black and white warriors and the loop cannot come true. He eliminated the pandas. He came back to his parents full of pride and found only horror. He was banished, and the loop continued. The panda he was trying to eliminate was rescued, raised by a goose, trained in kung fu, and became the dragon warrior. The genocide produced the warrior. The thing the loop was trying to prevent, the loop made happen. Near the end, Poe says,
"You gotta let go of that stuff from the past, because it just doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what you choose to be now."
All right.
Then I choose this!
He attacks. The soothsayer had said it earlier, quieter. He dies inside the loop. His own cannon, the mechanism built to enforce the loop's logic, falls and crushes him. The loop ran all the way through. The loop was wrong. Shen knew it was wrong. He chose it anyway. That is the dimension he carries. Not failure, not villainy. The mechanism, uninterrupted, running a person all the way to the end. Most loops do not look like Lord Shen's loop. They do not command armies. They look like a personality trait, a strength even. Before Luisa sings a word in Encanto, her eye twitches. It is a small thing. Mirabel asks if something is wrong. Luisa's composure holds, or almost holds, and then the twitch.
Your eyes doing it.
The body showing what the loop is costing before the conscious mind can smooth it over. She says she is fine, that the magic is fine. She is not nervous. Then she sings. Lin-Manuel Miranda called it a love letter and apology to his sister. All of the weight he watched her carry, all of the moments she bore things he never had to bear, poured into one character. The song is about the question the loop will not let go of. Who is she if she is not of service? If the carrying stops, does she stop with it? Luisa's loop is sustaining. It does not replay the past or project the future. It runs in the present tense, continuously. If I stop, everything collapses. The loop does not require a catastrophe. It requires only the possibility of stopping. And so she does not stop. She cannot receive rest. She cannot accept that the structure might hold without her, because the loop is the structure, and the structure is her. The crack appears before the song, in the eye twitch. It appears again when her gift begins to fail, and she discovers something the loop was not prepared for. Not that everything collapsed, that it didn't. The loop had always been wrong. It had to fail before she could find out. Rapunzel's loop was installed. That is the distinction that matters here. Luisa's loop grew from a family structure, from the accumulated expectation that she carry things. Rapunzel's loop was built by someone who needed her to stay. 18 years in a tower. A specific voice telling her the outside world was dangerous, that she was fragile, that wanting was the same as endangering herself. The loop in Rapunzel's head by the time she leaves is not purely her own mechanism. It is Mother Gothel's logic, installed over 18 years and internalized completely.
The outside world is a dangerous place, filled with horrible, selfish people.
The moment the loop is most visible is not inside the tower. It is the morning after she leaves it.
I can't believe I did this!
I can't believe I did this.
I am never going back! I am a despicable human being.
She switches in seconds. Joy, then guilt right behind it. Joy again, then shame. She cannot hold either one. The permission loop runs so fast, she cannot get above it. The one that says wanting requires permission, that the price of wanting is guilt. Flynn watches this and says,
You know, I can't help but notice you seem a little at war with yourself here.
He is describing the mechanism without knowing it. She is at war with a voice that was never hers. She just does not know that yet. The thought does not just arrive. It arrives already believed, completely, without any awareness that the believing is happening. The loop does not feel like a loop, because the person running it has moved inside it so completely they cannot find where they end and the voice begins. When anyone tries to question it, another thought arrives immediately to protect the existing structure, the mind defending itself in real time. The mechanism that looks like thinking does not want to be seen as a mechanism. Alberto has an answer for this, not an elegant one, not a clinical one. He says it to Luca on a cliff. Facing a drop, neither of them is certain they will survive.
Shut him up, say, Silenzio, Bruno!
Luca says it. Alberto says louder. Luca shouts it. The loop is still running. Alberto's method does not stop the loop. It interrupts the identification with it. Long enough to move, long enough to choose. The voice is not silenced. It is named. And naming it does something that analysis cannot. It creates a gap between the loop and whoever is listening. Just enough space to notice this is a voice, and I am the one hearing it, which means I am not the voice. Enrico Casarosa said his own imposter syndrome was his Bruno while he was making Luca. The director of a film about a boy learning to name his inner critic had his own inner critic running the whole time. The mechanism does not stop for directors. The Internal Family Systems Framework says the voice does not go quiet when it is silenced. It goes quiet when someone hears what it is protecting. The part running the loop is protecting something. Shutting it up bypasses whatever that is. Alberto's method and the IFS method are not the same thing, but they start in the same place, the noticing, the gap, the recognition that the voice and the listener are not the same thing. You know what yours sounds like. You've heard it enough. The 3 a.m. replay, the same 5 minutes of a conversation, running for the 4th night in a row, word for word, never arriving anywhere different. The decision that should take 30 seconds, 2 near identical options, and you are still holding both of them, treating it like a test with one correct answer. The argument that ended 3 days ago, settled, done, except in the version that runs every night while you are trying to sleep, where you finally say the right thing. The message drafted and deleted and drafted again, not sent. These are not thinking. The brain has decided they are unresolved, and it will keep reviewing them until they resolve. They do not resolve. The loop does not know that. Anxiety is still in Riley's head at the end of the film. She is no longer in control. She is not gone. The loop does not disappear. What shifts is that Riley is in the room too, fully in the room, hearing it, not fused with it, present in a way she could not be when the loop was her. The loop was never the problem. Mistaking the loop for yourself, believing the voice was you, that is what it cost. You can hear the voice, which means you were never the voice. The exit was always there. It was the noticing.